Hi Virgo, welcome to your February reading. So sorry you guys have to wait a little longer. I wasn't feeling good enough to do like the readings yet after during like the full moon and the lunar eclipse energies. I just wasn't you know feeling it. So I just had to wait. I knew like it would shift and now I feel a lot better. So I feel definitely ready to do the Virgo reading. So the lunar eclipse was in your 12th house, and that's actually all about like the internal journey, spiritual journeys, intuition, things that have to do with like astrology and stuff. What do you believe in? What are your beliefs? All those type of things. So I feel like if you had like some trouble or some blockages in that, section, then that's gonna, get removed. That got removed with the lunar eclipse on the 31st of January, or that is something we're working on in February, sorry, where we could just work with lighter energies or in that area. We also have a solar eclipse coming up. And the solar eclipse will be in the 6th house for the Virgos. And what does that mean? Well, it's more like personal related. So it's how do you see yourself? How do you express yourself? I feel like you're going to start feeling a lot better. And you also just want to do things that make you feel better. So, for example, eat more healthy, go out shopping, getting your hair done, or just exercise and really do things that make you feel energized, stuff like that. And I feel like after the 15th, you're gonna get like a lot of energy that comes behind that, so you're gonna feel the urge to do those type of things, which is really good because it's always good to start exercising and eat healthy and stuff. Also feel for a couple of you guys, you really focus on what to do with the money situation. Like, it's literally what I'm saying. So what I'm hearing, so what they are saying, what to do about the money situation. So there is a situation. Well, your universe just started talking to us right away with that. So if you've been in your mind a little bit about finances, I feel after the 15th things will become more clear, so you have like a clearer overview of what is gonna come in. It's like an income. What I wanted to talk about for you guys is that I feel this month is really a start for a lot of Virgos for like a spiritual journey. And yes, it had also a lot to do with the lunar eclipse in your 12th house, but I feel it's a lot like about spiritually. What is my intuition telling me? Where do I want to go? How do I creatively express my emotions, the way I see things? How do I inspire myself or motivate myself? But also, how do I inspire other people? Do I inspire other people? Is that something I want to do? Like help people or on that path. Yeah. And we're for a lot of Virgos out there, I'm sorry, I'm getting some messages. You've been dealing with some things that I feel after something happened, after something very happened that you couldn't help, like a situation happened. For example, maybe you lost someone, or you got divorced and it was not something you wanted, but it just happened like that. Or you feel like people just keep stabbing you in the back when you really just your intentions are very clear and pure. I feel with the 10 of Swords over here that jumped right on to the 4 of Swords. I feel it's by going on the spiritual journey, by going on a more of a internal journey, like going inwards, going inside and see what's there. What have you been running from for a while? What have you just been overlooking or just putting aside and like, okay, when I find the time stuff, I'll go back and pick it up and look at it again. But it just laid there because there was always something else that will, come around and take your energy or all your attention. I feel there's still some healing left to do, Virgo. There's still some healing, about this situation. And it might even be something from like way from the past. It just pops up and you're like, whoa, wait. Uh, what? Like, where do all these feelings come from? Why do I feel like I'm just like that stuff happened yesterday? That's also a possibility. It's not always the same for every Virgo, of course. It's not a personal reading, but it's the overall energies I'm picking up from my Virgos. And by those emotions coming back, by those memories coming back, or by just something that just happened, or somebody you just lost, and you just realize like, well, wait, let me just look at this situation. Am I really happy? Or what do I actually want? What is my intuition telling me? Why don't I hear my own inner voice anymore for the last 3 years? Like, why do I always follow what's logic? And what other people expect from me? I feel like this, but the healing comes. I feel like this last piece of BS that just showed up was like the last drop that you could take, and it just opened up this door to all these things from the past, or just to everything, like the whole bigger picture. I feel it's triggering you wanting to go on this spiritual journey. I'm not saying that every Virgo will be a light worker or will be a tarot reader or anything. It's just for some of my Virgos, this month is really the start of the new way of doing things. Is you really having a strong feeling and pulling towards this, and you don't really know why. You don't know. It might even be you have like a spiritual awakening, and you're like, whoa, wait, what has just happened? Like, what now? Yeah, the Strength card. What now? What do I need to do with that? Do I actually need to do something with this? Or, I feel the healing that is happening, Virgo, is in this and in that spiritual path. And it could be something small. Let me see. Virgos. It could be something small. It could be you saying like, listen, I'm gonna start meditating once a week. I really feel a strong pull to start to meditate, or I'm gonna take a yoga class. All of a sudden you're like, I just want to go. And if you take a yoga class, please try Bikram yoga. That's like in this hot room, and it's like 90 minutes. But if you have like bad knee or like just sore muscles and stuff, try that. Like, I'm sorry, just a little tip on the side. I don't have anybody. I'm not advertising anybody. I'm just saying, like, I had a period in my life where I had to recover from a car accident, and I at one point started to do that next to it, and it's a couple of sessions already helped me so much. So it might be something for somebody. I don't know. Let me just get back to this. Yeah, like I said, like it might even be like a small change, something you're like, okay, no, you know what, I used to go to church and really helped me, and it gave me like positive energy, and it would like take on the week after that, and I don't know why I stopped going. For example, it could also be spiritual belief, something But like I said, could also be like a yoga class you want to start, or maybe it is like really a spiritual journey. Like you listen to, for example, a tarot reader, and something clicked, and you're like, wait, or you just woke up and you just felt different. That is also a spiritual awakening. Everybody, like a spiritual journey, is not something written. It's individually walked. It's something you create for your soul, because it's compared to like all your past lifetimes, and everything is what you're supposed to evolve in this lifetime for your next lifetime. You know, it's your own personal soul journey. I cannot like tell you like, okay, first you're gonna do that, then we're gonna do this, and that's your spiritual journey, and it will probably take you till like August or September. It really doesn't work like that, because it's so different for everybody. But what I do feel is that you have to go inward, like inside, and find that answer. What is missing, Virgo? What is that spiritual or intuition telling you? And that's where the healing is at, if you have been dealing with a situation like that, and that, you know, what I just described. Now let's talk about this, because I feel harsh energy. I feel like January for my Virgos, like you've been dealing with some harsh energy from people. It might even be you cutting out all the BS. Maybe you were the one with the sword this month or last month, and you were just like, so you can leave and you can go and that person can go. I'm good. You know, I'm going to be very clear about it. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but this is it. Or it's maybe in this journey you're like very like strict about it. You're like, I'm gonna do this for me, whether you like it, whether you understand it, just respect it and give me my space to start doing this thing. Maybe a spiritual journey, maybe starting a business, because I see a lot of coins going on here. But you're not playing around, Virgo. You are. Nope. Virgo ain't playing around. You're gonna do it. And otherwise, if we turn it around and you've been dealing with some people that have been pretty harsh to you, and I know Virgo don't really show that much emotions, but you are, how do I put it like that in the right way? You feel a lot, and you're very empathetic, like empathic? Sorry. It's always a hard word. I don't know why. I'm not native English, so sometimes I struggle with a word. You know how people feel. You know why certain people say certain things, from which emotion it's gonna come. You can just filter it better, for example, than a Cancer. I'm, for example, Sun Cancer, but I'm a Moon Virgo, so I see the difference in me sometimes. A Cancer will also feel it. No, let me put it like that. They know, they understand that other person's emotions. They will compare it to their own experience. They will feel it, and then they just take it home with them, you know? Like, it's just so intense and stuff. If somebody's crying in the room, they will literally cry inside. Like, I will literally feel so sad when somebody's like crying, or just on the street and somebody's just sitting in a corner and just cries. You know, like that. But sometimes I feel more in line with my Virgo moon, and I'm like, oh, look at the person crying. Is there something I can do? Oh, well, now I know why the person is crying. I can definitely understand. I will probably be crying too. Can I give you a cup of coffee? Let me give you a cup of coffee. And I see the person smile. I'll smile and I'll leave. For example, that's the Virgo way. You feel it, you see it, you acknowledge it, you feel for the person. You're gonna get something practical, like a cup of coffee or a little tissue, or you're gonna talk to the person and you're gonna leave, and then you're gonna be fine, for example, like the rest of the day, because you did something practical to help the person. You're not just gonna walk on or walk away. But Virgo don't sit next to you, cry with you if they don't know you. It's just Ace of Cups. That's what we're talking about. crying. I'm just kidding. Sorry, I don't know what mood I am in today. It's just maybe I'm not ready to do the Virgo reading. Anyway, let's go back. Let's get back all the way back where I actually was talking about. Harsh energies. I cannot go back all the way back, by the way, because I don't remember what I was saying, where I was exactly at. But what I did know is that harsh energies. So Virgo, you weren't playing around in January, or somebody wasn't really taking things lightly with you in January, maybe December. But I feel universe is so with you right now. It's like he really got your back. That's not necessarily mean he's gonna give you everything you wanted, but he will give you everything you need. Does that make sense? Sometimes we don't get what we want, but we get what we need to figure out what we actually want. You know, and that's what the universe is doing right now. He's taking things away from you. Like he's taking hard things away from you. He's, you know, clearing up that energy because he sees, okay, you took the lesson. There's no reason for you to be in the situation anymore. I'll remove it. I'll make that lighter energy for you. I see you focusing on this. I see you focusing on that, putting positive energy into that. Let me back you up with that. That's really universe with Virgo right now. And it's definitely the more you focus on self-love, self-acceptance, love, but like, how do I put that? Growth, you know? The more you focus on evolving your soul, healing your, you know, heart, and just focusing on you and evolving and improving certain things for you out of self-love and definitely self-acceptance and self-independence. Out of that, you're going to make changes, and the universe really, the more you do it from that perspective, the more the universe is going to back you up with some blessings this month. He really wants you to go back to the center. Go inside. What is there? Do I need to heal things? Yes, I do. How can I, you know, heal that? Or what do I feel? Do you still feel aligned with the work you're doing? Does it make you happy? Does it inspire you? Does it inspire others? Or are you wanting a change? Do you feel that? Not know. Like knowledge. It's just, do you feel you need a change? And you don't know necessarily why, because you're in this good job and everything's going flawless, but you just feel miserable when you wake up. This is not for every Virgo, but if you feel miserable when you wake up, listen to that feeling, Virgo. This month you can tap into everything that you couldn't really tap into for a long time. And I know it's not your favorite thing to do, but you're also so done with the situation you're in, right? When that relates to love, money, or just, you know, the relationship you have with you, you know. Okay, so what do I mean with the universe? Well, universe is gonna definitely bring some endings, and it's not necessarily gonna be like the most, yeah, definitely. This person just won't leave us alone. These people. Universe will end things for you. There will be some endings this month, or like February, March. And it's not always feels very smoothly to go through a change. It doesn't. And especially with the death card, that sometimes that can be a little uncomfortable. But it's definitely bringing in right away something else for you that's going to help you move forward. Sometimes we learn lessons, you know, through situations that are not easy. But afterwards, we're like, whoa, I'm actually really happy that happened, because otherwise I would never have had this in my life, or I could never appreciate this or that until this extent that I'm doing right now. So thank you, you know, like that. But you have the Strength card, your major arcana Strength card. So whatever was in, I really feel like this signifies you and taming your inner, I would say inner self, but it's more like inner ego and the lower vibrations of that. I feel you taming it this month, like you got the Strength card. So you got the strength, you have the inner knowledge, inner strength, inner peace to go and do this, you know, to make these decisions and choices. Because after that, because I'm talking right now like what's going on, what has happened. After that, you got two aces coming in. The Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. This is overall abundance. More than enough of everything. More than enough love, more than enough involvement, more than enough money, more than enough everything. Together with the Ace of, you know, Pentacles, which means like a job offer or an offer of stability. Maybe you want to move in with somebody. And I really do see, like, Virgo, like, if you want to move in with somebody, I really do see that this other person is thinking about it, you know, or you are thinking about actually maybe asking somebody to come and move in with you, you know, it could be. But it does not necessarily have to be like that. But I feel that these two aces are right there for you to pick up. You know, it's like little gifts. No, it's not little, but it's like gifts from the universe. So I want to see, because I feel that some of my Virgos are dealing with somebody in love. Let me see. It might be an Aquarius, but it could also be another air sign, or maybe a Leo or a Virgo. Oh no, Capricorn, I feel as well. Doesn't matter. Let's not pin it down too much to the thing, because it could also be the moon or rising sign that are really like the energy is like stronger in. I want to see, because I feel like somebody's dealing with somebody that person is making it look like, and I'm not, it's not for everybody, but that person is making it look like they're quite serious about you and about this relationship. But I feel they're not. One day they're like serious, that like the King of Pentacles was really serious and about making it and building like a strong foundation together. And then the other moment they're showing up at the Page of Cups, which is more of like it's still an offer and it's still like around you, but they're kind of sort of a little childish, you know. It's not evolved to like the King of Cups or even a Knight of Cups that comes and brings in a more serious offer. But maybe you are just at the start of a new relationship and it's still like a little playful. Okay. I have a lot of fallout. Let me see, because I feel like one more card needs to come out. Okay. It's too much, guys. Come on. Sorry. Virgo, February. Oof. Okay. Come on, Virgo, February. Okay, well, I guess those cards need to come out. Well, wasn't I talking about the King of Cups? Here he goes. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to get clarification on that, because I was feeling, where is my Knight or my King of Cups if we have the Page? I feel like a situation with this other person you were in, like love-wise, it is definitely evolving this month to something more serious. Guys, you have another ace. You have 3 aces. That is definitely good. Definitely. And also, like I said, like the universe really is just, he's watching. Like they're watching you and your energy, because you don't really, they don't really look at you. It's the energy you send out. So what you come from is what you get. But sometimes the planets are in a certain way where you get it quicker or more easily. That could also work the other way around with bad things. Gosh, some of my Virgos are confused. Whew. What to do? What to do? I don't know. I have offers coming in. I don't know. For this feel very strongly for some of my Virgos. That's what you've been through, been in lately. I don't know. And that is gonna push you into that spiritual side. That's where you find the answers inside. That's when that's where you find the fire to go after something or go for someone, maybe even, or to leave things behind. Because I see you leaving the confusing state and the emotional, just carrying all this emotional baggage. You're gonna leave that behind. You're done with that. You're done with feeling like you're on the ground with all these swords in your back. No more. And I feel that healing and that shift is definitely fine within this month. That's where I feel really strongly. So let me see if I got some more outcome cards. You know, what are we going towards? Yes, you're done with that. You really are taking a stand with the Queen of Wands and be a leader, but also the leader of you, the leader of your emotions, the leader of your life path, where you want to go. Figure that out. Where do you want to go? What is making you happy? And you're just going to go. Yeah. You're just definitely going to go and follow that instinct and follow that life path and follow where you want to go. And you're not going to listen to the naysayers, the people who are always in your ear. Ooh, be careful. Are you sure about that? I don't know. Is that for you? You know, of course, you have those people around. Everybody has some of them around. And it's mostly out of love and sort of, well, that's their intention is I love you and I want you to be safe and I want you to be stable and have a good income and I want you to be, you know, good. But it mostly is a reflection of their own fears. And you're not going to let that fear of them, you know, affect your decision. You're going to say, listen, I appreciate you. I appreciate you sharing that with me. I appreciate you telling me that. But I got to go. Like, I'm not saying you're necessarily leaving a relationship, you're moving out. I'm just saying you got to go and do this for you. This month is about you, Virgo. It is about you. And I see you working this month with that and making decisions. Yeah, clearing out the clutter, like clearing out things. Let that, you know, clear up with the lunar eclipse that we just had. And then we got the solar eclipse. So whatever you come up with these 2 months that was inside, whatever you figure out, whatever decision you're going to make, where you're going to move towards, after the 15th of this month, you're going to get a lot of more energy boost behind that. So you see you working. And I see you leaving things behind that you were just carrying with you for way too long. But it's okay. I'm not telling you like that's a necessarily bad thing, but it's not making you happy. It's okay to wait until the moment where you are able to go inside and let that go. Because you gotta let it go at one point. You see, holding on so tightly to certain things. Yeah. Yeah, well, this is what I know, so I might as well just hold on to it. It's what you've been doing. But if it's not making you happy, life is way too short. And yes, and now we got a good outcome card. You see? You already see it, I'm sure. There we go. We got a 10 of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Empress. What you find within is the pathway towards this. This is what you deserve, Virgo. And I definitely hope you're already at this 10 of Cups and you've just been through this whole journey and now you're like, oh yes, I'm already at 10 of Cups. I do hope so, but it's something that's there for you. And when you decide to start walking this path or to start making these changes and shifts in that, or to allow somebody to love you as well. It's also a choice you make. You're like, okay, I see this person's really in love with me, you know, because that's not for everybody, but there is a person out here that is doubting if this person is serious, and I'm telling you, he's evolving his emotions for you, and you can have that victory together with this water sign. I would like to say, but it could be any sign actually. And this is here for you guys, the Ten of Cups. It's an energy card for me because we got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups already, plus the Ace of Wands. So very, very bold, fast-moving energy towards this victory, towards this new way. This, what do you gotta lose, Virgo? What do you gotta lose? You know, you got nothing to lose. You got everything to gain this year. Yeah, and it's gonna balance out. It's gonna balance all your relationships if you're coming from that new place, new energy, new wisdom, you know. It's gonna, out of everything's gonna be balanced out of the giving and the receiving. And I feel like if this is towards this relationship, is a partner that finds equality very important, just like you. I don't need that much, but I like to give a lot because you're a Virgo. But that other person is also a giver, so he's going to give you equality back, you know. Beautiful, beautiful, Virgo. I can't wait for the emails I'm going to get about this spiritual path, because I love talking to you guys about that, because I have my own spiritual awakening, and I came from really far. Let me say that. And I'm so much happier in my life, and that's not because I adapt somebody else's knowledge. It's not because I now are in like this church thing, or no, it's not that for me. It could be for you, but it's not that for me. It was really refining me and what I have adapt from outside and society, and adapt to like, okay, well, I guess I'll like this, or I guess I am that, and I guess I'll just be this then. And that made me so unhappy at one point, but I didn't know why until I walked that spiritual path, and I figured out that I was just, you know, not being true to me, and that's why things would just not work, or things just wouldn't move, and I would just feel so unhappy sometimes. And that's very personal, you know. I'm not gonna get too deep into that, but Virgo, this month, yes, it's a start of something new. Beautiful. Good luck with everything, Virgo. And I'm sorry if this message wasn't resonating with you. Maybe look at your moon and rising sign, because I know like this is not for every Virgo. It was quite like focused on that one thing. What I wanted to say as well is if you guys want to, yeah, sorry, I was just, you know, if you guys want a personal reading with me, I decided to start doing that because I get a lot of questions for that, so requests for that. And I will be uploading a video around the 10th, maybe like the 8th or 10th of February this month, where I'll explain like everything, how it works, how to get a personal reading with me. And yeah, you know, then can schedule one with me. Don't feel also, if you would like to support my channel with a small donation, I would really appreciate that. I do not want anybody to feel pressured, but I would definitely appreciate if you know, have a small amount to donate. Because I want to start doing this full time at one point, and it's because then I can actually help more people, and that's really the reason why I'm here. That link, if you want that link is also in the description box. And yeah, that was actually everything I had to say. Thank you so much for the views on last month reading, by the way. And I hope to see you guys in March. Okay. Bye, guys. I love you. Bye. Good luck, Virgo.